Welcome to the RabidMining YouTube channel, and guess what, guys? Good news! Profits are starting to pick up with our GPUs. I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? Crypto's crashing, we're in massive red, you know, it's a sea of red, people are shutting off their rigs. But seriously, guys, think about it. We are coming into what is potentially the most profitable time to mine crypto. I'm making more today than I was 2 days ago. We're going to jump into the workstation, kind of explain it to you. So I pay about, with all the added on fees and everything, about 16.7 cents. And I do have to use my crypto to pay for my power. So I can't use YouTube earnings. Obviously, they're not that great. You might think they are, but really, they're not. I do use all my crypto to pay for my power and everything. And I'm not shutting my rigs off yet because I am still fairly profitable. Let's jump on into the workstation, kind of go through some numbers and see exactly what I'm talking about. If you're new to crypto mining, then you're also probably going to want to check this out, because I'm kind of go through how hash rate as well as difficulty does affect your profits. All right, so here we are at what to mine. I got a 3070 plugged right into this thing, and let's take a look at some numbers. And those are not looking too great. Actually, my power supply or power price, like I said, is 16.7 cents. So I'm just gonna calculate that in with the 3070. And I do not have to scroll down very far to start hitting them negative numbers. So there's only a few select coins that's currently profitable. Now, when I talk about profitable, that means after you pay for your power, you are still in the green. And it makes sense to shut your rigs off, depending, you know, if you have a lot more expensive power price than 16.7, some of you are at 30, 40 cents. These are all probably in the red for you. So if you shut your rig off, you know, you expect that future bull run to come in, you will get more coins buying the coin for the same amount of price that you would have spent on power mining it. So it does make sense, and it is okay to shut your rigs off. I myself am not at that point yet, as I'm still fairly profitable. I know 34 cents doesn't sound too great, but once I start adding up all my rigs, I'm not really down too much. So with just my rigs alone, I am at about 1.2 gigahash. So we're at 1200 megahash at about 2200 watts. So 2200, I'm going to calculate that. And we can see here, I'm still making $8.32. That's not too bad. If you look at it at a previous bull run, I guess, you know, that is pretty bad, because in the past bull run, a 3090 was over $10 per day. So we're less than what a single 3090 was mining, but I'm still making $8.32 after power. So if I shut down now, don't do anything, I'm losing out on this current $8.32. Yes, I'm spending a whole bunch to pay for my power bill at this, but I'm still getting this little bit extra to use for anything I want. Maybe it'll build up for some more hardware or whatever the case may be. The point is that I'm still getting this in the green after I pay for my power. So it still makes sense for me to mine. Now we also got a Jazz miner. So this is $8.32 after power. That's 1.2 gigahash worth of hash rate with GPUs at 2200 watts. And the Jazz miner is about 600 megahash when you crank it up a bit, for about 303 watts. So currently I'm at $8.32 after power, and this Jazz miner alone is almost as profitable as all my GPUs. But if I put it all together right now, so we're going to go 12 plus the 6, 7, 8. So we're about 1800, 1.8 gigahash at an additional 300 watts on my 22. So that's about 2500 watts, 2503 if we want to be exact. Calculate that. And with everything online, now I'm at $15.40. So that's still decent profits in terms of profitability. And I am mining more than I was 3 days ago. Let's find out why. So let's have a quick look at my current profitability here. According to FlexPool, per day is 0.03, per week is 0.22. Now, the sad thing is, I remember 2 summers ago, it might be 3 summers ago now, 380 megahash, which was 12 RX 580 GPUs, was making this in a week 2 summers ago. 0.22, which is slightly over 1 Ethereum per month. That's insane thinking about it, as now we're coming in at almost 2 gigahash to make the same amount as we were at 300 megahash just a couple years ago. And people were getting way more than this a couple years before that on like single rigs. It's insane looking at the current difficulty. And then we go to our monthly, we're at 0.95. Now, 2 days ago, I was making about 0.9493 or something Ethereum. I was about $920 per month. We fast forward today, and we recently just had that big dip happen last night, and I am making more with that dip. So why is this happening? That is because people are shutting their rigs off. The difficulty is coming down, and we are now yielding more coins in the process. So let's look at the past week here hanging on Ethereum. We've been at 1.1, 1 plus whatever petahash constantly. Now today we can see a dip here. We're down to 963. We're at 951. So we were underneath that 1 petahash, and it's been a few weeks, maybe even a couple months since the last time we were actually this low in hash rate. So the hash rate is starting to come down. We're seeing the odd spikes coming back up again, but regardless, the hash rate's coming off the networks and we're yielding more coins. If we head on over to ETH here, we can see our average block time. Now we do have the difficulty bomb playing in effect to this as well. We're sitting at 14.7 seconds of a block time. Usually we're slightly over 13 seconds. But regardless, this is affecting us a little bit, but really it's not that bad yet because we're still seeing, about 4 blocks per minute. Once we start seeing maybe 3.5 blocks per minute, then we're going to definitely start noticing that the difficulty bomb is getting delayed here. This will drop back down to 13 seconds within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So our profitability, depending on hash rate, will come back even more. So now we're just going to do a quick run through to kind of explain to you how hash rate does change the difficulty, and that does change your yield. So, down here, obviously yields would be a lot higher because we're sitting at only 479 terahash worth of hash rate. So as more miners come onto a network, the difficulty does start to go up. A few blocks will be found faster, but because Ethereum hangs out at the 13-second block time all the time in a perfect world when there's no difficulty bomb going off, that the difficulty adjusts as a couple quick blocks are found, maintaining that 13-second block time. Now, when people pull off that, a couple blocks will be slightly slower, but then the difficulty drops and maintains that same 13-second block time. But because there's less miners on the network, that's less people trying to grab that slice of pie out of your hands, meaning you get bigger chunks of it. So there we have it. So it does look like miners are pulling off the network, and because of it, our yields are getting larger. And because those yields are getting larger, we are making more per day in crypto mining. So this is kind of how the whole networks and everything work. Let me know down below. Are you still mining? Are you considering turning off your actual rigs itself? Is the power price too high? What do you pay for power? Let me know in the description below, guys. Also join the Discord, link is in the description. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out. Thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't seen one of these, be sure to check them out. And if you already seen them, maybe you missed something, might have to watch it one more time. And if you just let it play in the background, that's all right as well. I do try to live stream every weekend as well as every couple days during the week, so be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss that. As always, have a great day.